Hmm. Hmm. Let's very humbly bow down to Sri Ganesha within us. And bow down to Shimanji within us. Remembering that her complete reflection is as Sri Mahakali. And that when Sri Mahakali goes into action, then she manifests as Sri Mahasaraswati. And when she evolves creation, then she manifests as Sri Mahalakshmi. So very humbly, with full devotion, with full shraddha, with adoration and love, complete love, offer our pranam to these great goddesses. For the reflection of Shimanji. In a recent talk of Shimanji on Sri Mahakali, she advised all of us that every morning when we sit to meditate, we must have a goal. What is it that we wish to become? What is it that we wish to achieve? And if you're looking for a complete ascent, then express that and ask Sri Mahakali that, oh Mother, kindly destroy all the rubbish inside us. Any kind of lust, any kind of greed, attachments, anger, jealousies, ego, superego. So that you, who are the Mother Kundalini within us, rise in your full strength and glory. And help us complete our realization, become complete Sahyogis. So let's desire that. That, O Srimanji, verily your Sri Mahakali, kindly destroy all that which takes us away from our own spirit, from our complete union with you. And that desire should be intense, cannot be a half-hearted desire. We belong only to you. Everything that you've given us is yours. We are yours. Make us worthy of you. Make our instruments strong so that your powers manifest through this instrument. And our one and only purpose is our ascent of becoming whole, so that we can reside at your holy lotus feet. Let's take the mantra of Sri Mahakali. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. As we moving to the time when we celebrate the great advent of Lord Christ on this earth, offering our pranam to him, and earnestly praying to him that kindly transform us totally, so that you reside in the Agya Chakra. We become totally pure. O Lord, transform us completely. And we promise that we will live by your statutes, totally surrendered to Srimataji, away from our human nonsense. Whatever we have to do for our ascent, for the ascent of the whole, to support and nourish other Satyogis and then other human beings, we are available for that. For your Shri Param Chaitanya, your Shri Omkara, your Shri Pranava, you're the one who sustains this whole universe. Kindly let your loving attention be on us, so that we also become pure and worthy. We offer the mantra of Sri Param Chaitanya, Sri Yeshu Christ. Om Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Param Chaitanya, Shri Yeshu Krista Sakshat, Shri Adi Shakti, Mata Ji, Shri Nirmala Devai, Namo Namaha. Bow down to the holy lotus feet of Srimadji, seeing her feet in Asasrara. Humbly requesting that Srimadji, let your kripa, let your grace, let your karuna, your concern and love for your children, make us worthy of you. You're beyond, and you so kindly came on this earth, blessed us beyond blessings, raised us beyond all our karmas. Whether we're worthy of you or not, you so humble, so benevolently blessed us and taught us what love is. You're the one who gave us the understanding of Sat that resides in our hearts, Chit that resides in our liver, in our attention, Anand, which is your blessings in the Sahasrara, and which combine and become just love. Kindly bless us and fill us with this love and this compassion, so we become that love and compassion, which is your manifestation. Thanking her, completely adoring her, worshipping her. expressing a complete love and surrender to her as her children, as her disciples, as her instruments. Promising to live by her tenets, not human tenets. Obeying her without question or alternative. Praying to her that Shrimadji kindly make us worthy of you in every way. Even though you've taught us everything, we slip and we slide back into thought, into our emotions, into our vrittis. Kindly raise us. From yogis, help us to become complete Saj yogis. Let's offer the three Mahamantras, seeing her feet in our heart, in our sahasrara, in our attention. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Shri Maha Saraswati Shri Maha Kali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalaki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalaki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Vamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devai, Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devai, Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devai, Namo Namaha. Bolo Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devai ki jai. Jai Shri Mata.
Nice to see so many Sahajogis coming here during the Christmas puja. Christianity has spread all over the world, and there are so many so-called Christians who say they follow Christ. I don't know from which angle. Christ was the embodiment of Param Chaitanya. He was Omkara. He was Sri Ganesha. And those who follow him have to be very different people. But always happens in every religion that they go at random into the opposite direction, completely opposite. The essence of Christ's life was detachment and sacrifice. For a person who is detached, there is nothing like sacrifice. He sees his life as just a drama. Such a great personality came on this earth and created this so-called Christian religion, which has gone into wars. all kinds of hypocritical things. And now the people are discovering about it. He stood for truth. And Christians don't know what is the truth is. The truth is that you are the spirit and you have to become the spirit. He is the one who has talked about second birth of realization. But they have forgotten about what he said, what they have to achieve. It's such a funny thing that all these great people came on this earth and created a proper religion for our ascent. And I don't know how people have become so stupid with the teachings of the so-called their masters. It's all money oriented. Apart from that, it's not standing on the truth. I think this is the second crucifixion of this religion. There's no religion which is following really their principles as being described. I don't know how they manage to twist the truth in this manner just to make some money or some fuss. Such a ritualistic stuff is going on in the name of Christ. Though they have faltered so many times and they had experience of such a bad influence on the world, to reaction, we don't know why such a roundabout things come up and people accept it. They just accept. You take any religion. These days Islam is talking. I don't know of what. There are two important things in the life of Muhammad Sahib. The first one is called as Miraj, which is nothing but the awakening of the Kundalini, absolutely clearly. And the second one he has talked about is jihad. Jihad means killing your bad things, killing your bad nature, killing all the shadripus within you. It doesn't mean that you become a Muslim and kill yourself. It's the stupidest thing to do. Did you become Muslim just to kill yourself and commit suicide? Calling it as a ritual, they are saying that by this you will go to Jannat, into the heavens. How can you? As Muslims, they are not religious. Not at all. And then by killing these sinful people, how will you go to the heavens where you'll have enjoyment of Jannah? There's no reasoning. But all these Maulanas, first of all, have finished their education. तो किस जाता है ना, have finished their education. They do not educate themselves at all. So they have no idea in this world where are they standing. What is their position? Some few are educated, but they are also lost with the idea of having power on these people. It's such a shameful thing to do in the name of God and in the name of spirituality. Now, our duty is to tell them what is the truth. Our duty is bring them to the proper path of spirituality. Because they are all lost. Christians are lost, Muslims are lost, Hindus are lost, all of them are lost people. They have no idea as to what their religion professed and what they are supposed to do. Ultimately, Christ was crucified. So you can see how, when there was truth, untruth tried to finish it off. They couldn't bear it. We have example of Socrates. What was the need to kill him? But they killed him. In this way, so far, we know in the past, all the people who are pivotal for the truth are being finished because they don't want the truth. They are following some religion because they can have power over other people. Religion that they have made. Mirage is a Kundalini awakening. And they say that mirage will never take place. Very good. So many of you have got realization. You have got your vibrations and cool breeze, which is described in Quran. That you should feel the cool breeze. But who can tell the Muslims? You talk something, they'll come and cut your throat, that's all. You will go to jihad. So, it's such a stupid thing they are doing. And in these modern times, as we see, people have crossed all the maryadas, all the things of a religion. For I went to America, and I was surprised how they have forgotten of morality. They have no sense of morality. And they are selling it in the market, making money out of it. On the contrary, these Muslims, especially there is a class called Wahhabis. These people are saying that women are the one who spoil your morality. And so, hide them. They should be covered. Any woman who was wearing white chappals in Afghanistan, they were beating her, killed her. And so many people in India, especially in North, have taken to Islamic culture. And they really ill-treat women in the North. I was married in the North, and I know how they have been unkind to women. So north of India is already contaminated by this. And the south is contaminated by the fanatic Hindus. All kinds of rituals, worst type, bestowed upon only on women. are followed in the south. They will shave the head of a woman, make her go round a temple, pour water on her, and she is just tumbling around. She's not walking. And they go on putting water on her. I've seen it, man. We have sati, is of the killing of the women after the death of their husband. This is something no one can understand. Why put all the dharma on women? Why not on the men? But one thing good, that Hindu religion has now become so much out of date that you can correct all these things. So many things have been corrected in my own lifetime. I was surprised. How could they do it? But in Muslims and Islamic, you cannot correct. Such horrible things they do to their women. And whenever you try to help them, it's impossible. For example, I started a place for the women who are left out in world, alone, who are like orphans, who have children. I was surprised most of them are Muslims. And they have 8 to 10 children each. So now we have to make an orphanage also. This is what they are producing out of their religion. You can see this around. Even Hindus have a funny system of widowhood. If they make a woman widow, it's terrible. And they are poor things, some of them, quite a lot of them, are living in Vrindavan. I was told that they get 1 rupee per day. And what do? They sing bhajans. In 1 rupee, how can we live in this country? They are good at creating so many beggars and beggar women. If that is the religion, better not have it. We have had enough of this. All kinds of ritualism through this Brahminism. These Brahmins are absolutely good for nothing. Those who try to teach religion have to be something of a great level. So in Sahaja Yoga you give up everything. Because this is all nothing but mud. And in the mud you will be finished. You have to tell people about it. What are they going to do? They have misused the religion for all kinds of bad things. Like in England, if somebody dies, they must have champagne. When they go for the burial, they must have champagne. I was surprised. How is it they are going to have champagne for this? And how is it out of religion you say? All their priests also drink. No question. One priest came to Sahaja Yoga. I was very happy. But he said, I'll come to Sahaj, but I will not give up drinking. I said, why? Because it's written in the Bible that you must drink. Acha, I didn't know. How could it be? How could Christ say that you should drink? He was not only a realizer, but he was realization himself. They said, he has said it. Whatever you may say, he has said it. Where? He said he went to one wedding. All right. In that wedding, he made wine for the people. He did not. He went there and in such a short time, he just put his hand in the water and it started tasting like grape juice. And grape juice is the same word wine in Hebrew language. I said, I can do that. That doesn't mean I like people to drink. I mean, who can say such a nonsense? It is awareness, it is important. Chetana is important. And if you spoil your awareness, how can you be so joyous? It was impossible to tell them that you cannot drink. But drinking even in India has become very common. It is all against Christianity, it's against Hinduism, against Islam. And though it is written down in Quran, don't drink, they drink. They all drink. And instead of following the religion, they have become the greatest sinner. Is that what Christ wanted them to do? You have to be pure people. Nirmala Tattvam you must have. That's what it is. Also I told you a story about Shalivahana who met Christ in Kashmir. And he asked Christ about his name and his country. He says, I come from a country where people are Malich. Malich means those who have a desire for mala, for filth. So he told him, why don't you go and teach them Nirmala Tattva? Shalivahana said, that is what Nirmal Tattvam you have got. Which purifies you, which cleanses you, which gives you joy, happiness, and the truth. This is what you should ask for. Otherwise it's all darkness. You don't see the light. Whether you are Christian, Hindu, Muslim, anyone, you cannot see light of truth. And you have to take the light of truth. But after that, what you have to do? You have to give it to others. You have to transform others. You have worked very hard for it. And sometimes I am surprised how people who are doing such a good work are so humble and so good. How have they achieved it? I can't understand. Of course, there are some who are money oriented, who are power oriented, but these things do not give joy. What gives joy is your inner light of truth, which you have, all of you have, as you know. We all have experienced. But I would say, this experience has to be given to others. It's not only for you, given to as many people possible. But how many do that? How many people do that? We have also Sikh community. They came to serve, but they said we cannot worship goddess. I said, why? Surprised at it. Because Sri Guru Nanak has talked about the goddess, the Devi. The first sentence of his book is Adya. Adya is the Adishakti. And for this, If the Sikhs stupidly say, then why do they have a Chandigarh? They are so stupid also. Nothing to really compare. Now you have to understand, have you given up all that nonsense or not in your lives? Or are you all sticking on to the same? That is very important. As long as you are sticking on to the same, there will be a problem. Sahaja Yoga does so much. I was surprised. In America there are 300 Sahaja Yogis, nothing happened to them. Somewhere on the tower, somewhere on the street, all of them were there and nothing has happened to them. Some of them said that somebody told us inside, that run away. And we started running in the other direction. Some were delayed. I don't know how all these 300 said. But such a devil of these people who are thinking of destroying the whole world are coming around. This is the reason I went to America. And I told them that this war will be over before Diwali, and it ended. Before Diwali, this war will be over. And it ended. What a stupid thing to think they can destroy the creation of God like this. Who are they? How have they got the right to destroy the world? But that is what is a human nonsense. Christ came on this earth. He worked for a long time. And he was to be crucified. So he got crucified. But crucifixion is not our glory. Our glory is his resurrection. That he was resurrected, no doubt. To say that it's not possible and all that, who are you to say that? What do you know about spirituality? What do you know what can happen to a person who is spiritually equipped? What can work out in? Whatever we know about human beings, we try to draw conclusions which are all wrong. See in your life, there are so many miracles in the lives of Sahaja Yogis, and I told somebody that you better compile them. So he said, within 1 month, all those letters have come up to my head. In 1 month. I said, forget it, don't write. It's not 1 or 2. From all over the world, people are writing. But those who are intellectuals are very difficult. It's impossible to put this into their heads. So whatever is possible, we have to do our maximum. Put our attention to people who want it. Now in India, it has gone to jails, it has gone into schools and everywhere. And somebody told me the other day that even in a Catholic church, they have started taking to surgery. I don't know what's wrong in their heads and how they have managed. But that's how Sahaja Yoga is spreading. But it has to spread much more. You have to, all of you individually should go around and work it out and talk about it. But Sahaja Yogis are little shy. Once I was going by plane, one lady was very, very hot. So I asked her what guru she follows. She told me the name. I was surprised that she didn't know anything about spirituality. And these people have huge houses and big temples, everything. And she was telling me the praise of her Guru. I thought she's very shameless. She hasn't got anything in her. She's so very hot. And she's talking about it. But Sahajogis won't. I was surprised. Why Sahajogis don't talk about it? But the other day I had gone with somebody in the market. And I had a Sahajogi with him. And I was surprised. He started telling them about me. And he started giving them realization. And they were very happy about it. Everywhere you go, you have neighbors. You go to market. Everywhere you should go and talk about it. Like they sing carols. We should also have bhajans and things to tell other people. We have to tell. Why are we so shy? This shyness is not going to help Sahajoga. So please see that you try to give realizations to others. You have powers, have faith in yours. I think they lack in faith, or whatever it is. There are very few people who come out and do it. Italy I have seen, and also Australia. Sahajoga has spread a lot because of their conviction that we have to give others what we have. We have to share it. From the life of Christ, one has to understand his sacrifice. It's such a lot of sacrifice. To be crucified like that with the thieves. But he did it. In the same way, when you all people want to do Sahajoga work, you shouldn't think what will happen to my grandfather, what will happen to my grandmother. I mean, whatever letters I get, all about this. It's very funny. They are only worried about some relations. They are not worried about the relations all over the world. You are worried about the wife or children. I get only letters like this. Nobody writes to me that you have given realizations to so many. They never write how they have been able to achieve spreading of Sahajoga. No one writes. Very surprising. You have to tell me. I hope you all people understand the importance of spreading Sahajoga. If you don't do that, you are absolutely useless. The greatest thing for me, as we have so many lights here, we should have many more Sahajogis all over the world. If you want to change this world, and if you want to avoid all the trials and tribulations of the useless life they are leading, you have to save them. You have to salvage them. That's your job. That's what you have to pay for Sahajoga, not for yourself. Not for yourself. Don't get worried about yourself. If you read the letters I get, you'll get disgusted. Now, another kind letters I get that they want to marry. All right. There are many girls who claim that we have been applying for 4 years, we couldn't get married. First you must know, out of proportion women are there. They are very good. So if there are 40 boys, there would be at least 120 or maybe even 150 girls. So now whom should we marry those girls? Just think of it. But they write letters of complaint that we have applied 4 times. We can't help it. So you go outside, marry anywhere you feel like. Or else you wait and see and dedicate your life to Sahajoga. It's a very difficult thing when they go on complaining that I should be married and I haven't got married as yet. Marriage was never our idea. But then we had to allow marriages. And now it has become the main issue with everyone. Either they are not married. If they are married, they are not happy. If they are divorced, they must be married again. All sorts of things, complications for which I am not prepared. Sahaja Yoga is not for that. If your marriage is not successful, it's not my job. And if goes on, we'll have to stop marriages. I don't want you to write all these things to me, which shows how poor you are in Sahaja Yoga. Why not write to me how many people you have given realization? That will make me happy. Instead of complaining about your wife, and that's not my concern. As it came, we have married you. If you cannot carry on, it's your duty. And this is what is the snag of Sahaja Yoga. In every religious movement, there have been so many wrongs. While in Sahaja Yoga, I think marriages is a very big hurdle. Moreover, boys don't come because in India, very easy to marry boys. You can also get money, this, that. But girls, there are five times more than the boys. Boys don't want to marry. They'll have their own marriages, though they are Sahaja Yoga. So I can't understand why. In Sahaja Yoga also, after coming to realization, to them marriage is a very important issue. What is most important is that how many people you give realization. That is your life. If a lotus is there, it will open, but it must give fragrance. Even the lotus has a responsibility. Then what about you? I am not saying you get crucified like Christ, no. I said you enjoy your life. You have peace and stability, balance, but at the same time, you have to spread Sahaja Yoga. This is what is your job now. Your job is not important. Only this is important, how many people you give realization. It's very, very difficult because they have made a mess of all the great incarnations, all those great Sufis and saints. But at least you people don't do that. So please try to think whom can you give realization, to whom you can talk about Sahaja. You have to spread out. And next time I hope I hear from you how many people you have given realization. That is the greatest justification for the crucifixion of Christ. For his birth, for his coming on this earth is Agya. And if you have given realization, they have crossed the Agya. They have gone beyond. And they are in Sahasrara. So in Sahaja Yoga you understand everything. It's very easy to understand. Sahaja Yoga is the simplest thing to understand, but after realization. So you have to go around and see how many people you can give realization. Everything is all right, all your worshipping is all right, your puja is all right. But what is most important is how many people you have given realization. I would like to know how many people I have given, especially with ladies. Ladies are rather weak in giving realization. They can do a lot. I know they can. After all, I am also a woman. But somehow I find the ladies in Sahaja Yoga are not of a level. They can do a lot and lot, but somehow they don't understand the importance of their life. You are very important. How many people there are who have got realization? There were so many Sufis who got realization, they write poetry finished. There were so many saints who did so much, wrote so many things. In India we had so many saints. They wrote all these things, people will read them, but nothing happens. You have the art of giving realization. You know about Kundalini, you know all about it. Go ahead and talk to people. I was alone when I started Sajopana, and I am a woman. So what about you? That's a now challenge for all of you. How many people have you made Sajopis? Even in your family people are not Sajopis, your daughter is not, your son is not. So what's the use of singing glory to Christ? If you are singing glory to Him, you must make people cross their agya. He is so highly placed within us, but you have never respected Him. That such a highly placed personality you have crossed over. So why not others? Let us see from today's puja how much determination you have. You should know that a goddess doesn't come with your own demands. She comes on her own. She has her own timing. But if you are people in majority who have really become saints and making others saintly, then I am for you. Otherwise I am available to you. You can have my vibrations, you can have my pujas. All these things are permitted, no doubt. But for that, you are only capable, you are only entitled for that if you are doing Sahaja Yoga, if you are spreading Sahaja, if you are giving to others, then only you will be considered really capable of receiving the vibrations of the Goddess. In some countries, if it is so much powerful, why not with your country, with your neighborhood, with your friends, with your relations, it's possible. So to that you have to decide that you are going to dedicate yourself in giving it to others. It's very joy-giving. And talking about Sahaja Yoga. May God bless you.
Let's meditate for a few minutes on that simple thing of establishing the Nirmal Tattvam within us and promising to go beyond all our conditionings, ideas, and give this light to others, to grow our own light. And as Shivaji asked all the ladies, because ladies are the Shaktis, if the ladies take to it, then Sahaja Yoga will transform. So humbly, with complete determination, what we call as a drid nischay, means a really heartfelt, complete desire. Commit that Shivaji, we will do it every day. All the crucifixion, the pain of Lord Christ that he did to open our Agya Chakra. We will do our part to fulfill his great sacrifice and vision of evolving all human beings. This next talk has a Marathi component to it, but it has subtitles. And I think it's good for all of us to listen to it.
I'm sorry, I was dealing with some newspaper people, journalists. They came very late. Whatever it is, I found them to be very sensible and very understanding. All of us have come to Aurangabad now, and it seems this place is full of vibrations. Maybe here Shalivahanas ruled in this area, but also there have been many saints who were born on this side of Maharashtra, and they perpetuated Dharma. They always talked about self-realization. Dharma gives you the balance. It gives you the establishment into proper behavior, proper understanding, proper living. But it doesn't give you the completion of your journey. It doesn't give you the satisfaction of reaching the destination. And your personality is still incomplete. So one has to have the experience of the Spirit. As I was discussing with them today, I told them that those who do not have the experience of the Spirit are not only incomplete but are limited people. So whatever they see or whatever they know or whatever they criticize is limited. As in English we say that hate the sin and not the sinner. Like many people who find something wrong with Christianity start blaming Christ. Christ did not create Christianity, first of all. He did not create Christianity. He did not create Christians. So there's no relationship between the two. As you know, recently they have found out the books written by Thomas, the disciple of Christ, who was coming to India. On his way he went to Egypt. And there he wrote these treatises and had put them in a big earthen vessel, or perhaps it was a metallic thing. And it was discovered 42 years back. The people whom he considers to be authorized Christians, he calls them as Gnostic. Gna in Sanskrit language means to know. Gna means to know. And he has written that to know and to have the personal experience is the only way to follow Christ. Clearly. Not only that, it said that God Almighty, who is so kind, why will He ask you to suffer? So it challenges all the Christian principles of sufferings. In the same way, in all religions, people have diverted from the right path and have come to the wrong path, and are indulging into self-created religions which has no relationship with reality or with the incarnations, those who started those religions or who gave the ideas of religion. I hope you won't do that to me, because you are Gnostic people. You are the ones who know, who have had self-realization. Without self-realization, you cannot have a complete personality. But as you see in Sahaja Yoga, you don't have to go to Himalayas to give up your families. You don't have to be away from the society to get your realization. You get your realization in the circumstances where you are born. In the same society, in the same family life, but you rise higher than them and try to pull them out of the mire in which they are existing. This mire of ignorance has to be crossed. And some of you have to do it. And when you realize that, then you should know that you all have to be very strong people. You all have to be extremely strong. If you are not strong enough, how can you pull out the rest of them? People who are mediocre think that gradually they'll be all right, and that they'll come up. But I would suggest that you should make all out effort to become strong Sahaja Yogis. To become strong Sahaja Yogis is not difficult. Because you have all the powers within yourselves. You have the Kundalini within yourselves. And you know the way how to become a realized soul. The problems are of you being dragged into your ego or into your conditioning. Only two problems, not more. Like somebody asked, how many turns there are in London? Only two, left or right. So either you go to the left or to the right. All the permutations and combinations of this left and right starts working, and then you get into trouble. And then you get into problems. But actually it is a very simple thing. To get out of your ego should be the simplest. And that is where you try to understand yourself. You see yourself, how you are reacting, where is your attention, what are you doing, what is your attitude towards Sahaja Yoga. So many people think that this is my house, this is my family, this is my car, this is my horse, this is my dog. I don't know how far it goes by, my. But nothing is yours. Yesterday, as Kabira has said it, that some cheat, that is the death, will come and take away everything. That is not yours. Then my family. Then my children. All this is a nonsense. And so, when you start getting attached to this word my, there where you fail completely into your own understanding of your ego, you are completely blinded by this ego. First of all, you should say that nothing is mine. Kabira has said that when the goat is living, she goes on saying, my means I, in Hindi language. It's played a pun on the word my. And when she dies, and her intestines are taken out, are made into something that spins the cotton, they go on the street, these people, telling people that they are around. They go on playing on that string, which is made from the intestines of these goats. It says tu hi, meaning you are. So one need not be like a goat, that till you live you go on saying I, my. When you die, then your intestines are to be taken out and put on that thing just to make the sound tu hi. So this sound of I is made only by egoistical human beings. But this ego is so much identified with you that you think that I am this ego and ego is me. And in that ego, you start doing all kinds of nonsensical things. This ego takes you nowhere. It takes you nowhere but into a complete mire of ignorance about yourself. Ultimately, you become stupid. Others can tell you that you are stupid, or you become idiotic, or you get a bad name and everybody knows that you are doing all wrong things. But nobody dare tell you, because you are to be reached with a barge pole. Such a hot-tempered personality you become, nobody dare come you and say that this is wrong, it should not be done, it's stupid, idiotic. And you yourself in that idiocy and stupidity think no end of yourself. This is the extreme of your ego. But it's nice, we had people like Hitler to see. So if you put Hitler as the ideal egoist, then you will not go on that road, because it's a very slippery road, and maybe one day you land up there. The second side of ours, which is looks very morbid and very mild, is the left side. The movement on the left side is the emotional side. You develop habits with the left side. Now, some people have very dangerous habits, some have simple habits. Like, I have a bad habit or good habit, you may say, that I must put my right hand under my foot because it's all the time working, so I want to control it. So, no, I put it under my head like this while sleeping and sometimes under my foot, just to make it a little bit stop working. It works too hard, just to give it rest. So under my pillow I put it and sleep. But I discovered once I hurt myself that I now cannot put it under my head. I said, it's a very funny habit I have got, but it's not such a dangerous one. It's quite good. So I am continuing with it. But I can get rid of it. It's very simple. But when I get rid of it, I think the people become overactive, so I put it again under my pillow. So as Sahaja, all your habits should be under your control. Now the habits we have formed through drugs, from drinking, from anything, are very dangerous habits. Also people have their attention being all the time around. All the time is attention here, there and there, attracting people, looking after them, not looking after yourself. This attention has to be brought under control. It's very important. That's very simple, that whenever it happens, you just put down your eyes. Keep your eyes down. That's one of the ways we allow our attention to fritter away, and also our growth becomes stunted. This is a very, very dangerous thing, which in the West especially we have developed. Here also people must read every shop's name. Indians have a bad habit because they have just now started reading, so they want to read everything that they find, anything. So on the road, if there's a road of shops, they'll read every name of every shop, turn round again and see if they have missed anything. It sounds stupid, but they all do it. And all the time they are doing it. So the attention, wherever it goes, has to be under our control. We have to keep it all the time under our control. As Namadeva has said very clearly, in Guru Granth Sahib has written that when a little child is flying a kite, he's talking to everyone. He's playing in a way, but his attention is on the kite. And when a housewife is carrying her duties, putting her child on her waist and working, then she is doing all kinds of work, but her attention is on the child. The ladies who are carrying 3-4 earthen pots on their heads, water filled up to the brim, are walking, talking to each other, having mirth and enjoyment, but the attention is on the earthen pot on their heads. In the same way, whatever adventure you are into, whatever you are doing, your attention should be on your spirit. Then everything is under control, and you can never get enveloped into anything where attention should not be lost. So these two problems we have, and those problems even after realization people have it. So please try, when you are not meditating, to keep your attention on your spirit. Now, the person who is left-sided or right-sided, he has developed a mechanism within himself to justify himself. Through his intellect, or maybe if they are ladies, they have water power, they'll start crying. And we just don't know what to say to them. If you tell them anything, first thing they will do is to cry. Means sometimes I feel there are 1,000 arrows on my head when they start crying. It's impossible to say anything to them. And if you talk to some men, they'll give so many explanations that you would feel like just going off to sleep. It's so boring. It's easy to read some book like War and Peace than to listen to the arguments of such people. But they don't want to see that this is all ego which is talking. It is not they are talking. It's not their spirit. And if the spirit has to evolve, we have to be extremely witnessing in a full way, very alert, extremely alert, and witnessing ourselves, what are we doing? Then only we reach the completion of our realization. Unless and until you reach the completion of your realization, you can never be masters of your attention, and you can never be the enjoyer of your joy, and you can never know the truth fully. To achieve this Satchidananda Swarupa, you have to be extremely careful about the instrument that God has given you, this body, mind, and emotions. You have to keep them in check, because wherever your habits are, they can never be joy-giving. It's a joyless pursuit. And wherever your ego is, it's a destructive effort. So both things are detrimental to your growth. Apart from that, they are extremely dangerous thing for yogis. So as you are, in whatever conditions you are, in whatever situations you are, whatever may be the surroundings, like a dirty mire full of creatures and filth, you can become like lotuses. When you become like lotuses, all that is filth, all that is horrible can become fragrant. And this is what we have to achieve. When people will see the lotuses, they'll come to you. Not to see the worms and to see the filth, but to see the lotuses. So please, this time, correct yourself. You don't need anybody to correct you. You just correct yourself, watch out for yourself, and see for yourself. If something doesn't work out, just give up. Don't go to extremes for anything. Must learn to give up at a point and be happy about it. If you are content within yourself, if your hand is attached to your body, then you reach up to a point and then leave it. But if it is not attached, if it is disintegrated, then it goes all round and round and round and comes back without anything. That understanding has to be there in you people, because you are standing in the central path. And you are attached to the central path, not only, but you are identified with it. So you cannot go too far to the left, you cannot go too far to the right. If you do that, you get lost. Then you are no more a Sahaja Yogi, and then no use having you here artificially or superficially, because it will be hypocrisy. Whatever is needed to put you back into right frame, you must accept. And whatever is needed to understand Sahaja Yoga, you have to do. As I have said, please try to learn English language. I cannot learn 14 languages. It's very difficult. It's surprising how I have learned this English language also. So now to learn 14 languages, I have to take 14 avtaras again. I don't ask you to learn Marathi, because that's the best language for me. to speak. But at least try to learn English, and then we can see if you can learn Marathi or Hindi. आता आपल्याला सांगायचं काय की पुण्यभूमीत जन्माला आले. ही पुण्यभूमी औरंगाबाद ही फार मोठी पुण्यभूमी असं मला वाटतं. मोठमोठाले संत इथे झाले. केव्हापासून हजारो वर्षापासून इथे लोकांनी मेहनत केली आणि तुम्हाला एवढं पुण्यदान दिलेलं आहे. त्या पुण्याच्या दमावर आज आपण इथे बसलात, सदाचरण केलं, धर्माने वागलात, पण अजून पूर्णत्वाला आला नाहीत. म्हणून आत्मानुभव घेतला. आत्मानुभव मिळाल्यानंतर जे आपल्यातले दोष आहेत ते बघता आले पाहिजेत, नाहीतर तुम्हाला प्रकाश मिळालेला नाही. आता परदेशी लोकांचं जे आहे ते त्यांचे दोष वेगळे आहेत आणि हिंदुस्थानी लोकांचे दोष वेगळे आहेत, आणि ते इतके ठळकपणे आता मला दिसतात की कधी कधी असं वाटतं स्पष्टपणे सांगितलेलं बरं. खरं म्हणजे हिंदुस्थानी लोकांना, भारतीय लोकांना माझं घर, माझी मुलगी, माझा नातू हे फार आहे. आणि त्या घराच्या उरफट्यात एवढे जास्त आहेत की त्याच्या बाहेर त्यांना निघता येत नाही. आम्ही इथून 4-5 मुलांना लग्न करून ऑस्ट्रेलियाला पाठवलं. त्यांना नोकऱ्या नव्हत्या. तिथे जाऊन त्यांना मोठाल्या नोकऱ्या मिळाल्या. लगेच त्यांनी आपलं घर स्थापन केलं, किंवा घराशिवाय हिंदुस्थानी मनुष्य राहू शकत नाही. आश्रमात सगळी व्यवस्था असताना सुद्धा आपलं वेगळं घर केलं. त्यांच्या बायका कंटाळल्या, कारण वेगळं घर करायचं म्हणजे सगळं काम स्वतः करावं लागतं. तिथे मोलकरणी नसतात, काही नसतात. त्यांना बाळंत व्हायचं तरी स्वतः कामं करायची, गर्भारशी असल्या तरी स्वतः कामं करायची. नवऱ्यानी बाहेर गमजा मारायच्या, मोटरी फिरवायच्या, त्याच्यात टेलिव्हिजन घ्यायचा, मग सगळीकडे फिरायचं. आणि फिरून घरी आल्यावर बायकावर गमजा मारायच्या, स्वयंपाक नीट केला नाहीस, तू असं ठीक केलं नाहीस, ते केलं नाहीस. त्या बायका कंटाळल्या. हे का असले म्हणे नवरे, तिथे सगळं काम करता येत नाही, बाहेरची स्वच्छता करता येत नाही, फक्त माझं घर असलं पाहिजे व्यवस्थित आणि आपलं बाहेर फिरायचं. आणि ते सगळ्यांचंच आहे आपल्या इथे. आपल्या इथल्या सगळ्या पुरुषांना काही हात कशाला लावता येत नाही, कोणत्या हाताने काम करता येत नाही. सगळे पांढर पेशी इथून तिथून. आमच्याकडे आम्ही एक माळी ठेवलेत, माळी आहेत बरं का ते. आणखी ऑस्ट्रियाहून तिथले UNचे ते ॲग्रिकल्चरचे ॲडवायझर आहेत, ते इथे आले. ते आपल्या हातात फावडा घेऊन, कुदळ घेऊन मेहनत करतात. हे कमरेवर हात ठेवून बसलेत, पायात रबराचे बूट घालून. म्हटलं पायात रबराचे बूट कशाला घातले? म्हणे मला चिखलानी त्रास होतो. असं का? म्हटलं मग आता तुम्ही कुठेतरी जाऊन राजेसाहेब व्हा. हे आपल्यामध्ये फार जास्त आहे. आणि बायकांचा असा विषय झाला आहे, कारण त्यांना हे कळतं की पुरुषांना जर घर व्यवस्थित करून दिलं, चमचमीत जेवायला दिलं की आपल्या हातात असतात. पण त्या आपल्या ते घरामध्ये खूप चमचमीत, आज हे करायचं, उद्या नवऱ्याला ते करायचं, मग जेवणाला हे द्यायचं, म्हणजे तुम्हाला हे आवडतं. मग आता त्यांना जर कारली आवडतात तर सगळ्यांनी भांडून कारली आणायची बाजारात, तर शिजवून द्यायचं, नवऱ्याची सगळी सेवा करायची, नवऱ्याच्या पाठीपाठी लागायचं. त्यांनी नवरे खराब होतात पहिली गोष्ट. आणि घर म्हणजे काहीतरी विशेष असं जे आपण केलेलं आहे, त्याच्या पलीकडे काही आहे तिकडे लक्ष जात नाही. ते जे माझं आहे ते इतकं संकुचित होता आपण त्याच्यात नष्ट होतो. हे आपल्यातलं एक जायला पाहिजे. तुम्ही जर सजग, तुम्ही योगीजन झाले, जिथे बसाल तिथे तुमचं घर, जिथे जाल तिथे तुमचं घर. कुटुंब एवढं लहानचं की काय विचारायला नको. ते लहानपण मोठं कसं होणार? आणि त्यामुळे जेवढं काही कमवलेलं पूर्वजन्मातलं पुण्य आहे, त्याच्यामुळे तुम्ही अशा भारतभूमीत ह्या योगभूमी जन्माला आलात, त्याचा सर्वनाश होतो. ते मोठंपणे आला पाहिजे. ते मोठंपणे येत नाही. आणि पुरुषांच्यामध्ये तर फार कमी असं या लोकांचं म्हणणं आहे. आता सगळ्यांनी लिहून पाठवलं की आम्हाला हिंदुस्थानातल्या बायका फार आवडतात, पण पुरुष नको, कारण सगळे आळशीस्वर आहेत. ते दिसतं आपल्याला. घराच्या बाहेर घाण पडलेली असली तर आपण त्याच्यावर तुडून वर जाऊ, पण घर मात्र बायका स्वच्छ ठेवतात. बरं, बायका हुशार आहेत. घर ठीक ठेवलं पाहिजे. म्हणजे नवरा घरात राहतो, त्याला घरात ठेवणंच कठीण, कारण तो सारखा घरातनं पळतच असतो. तेव्हा आपल्यातली जी चूक आहे ती ही आहे की आपल्यामध्ये सामूहिकतेचा मुळीच अंश नाही. सामूहिकतेत कसं राहायचं, सगळ्यांना मिळून मिसळून कसं राहायचं, सगळ्यांना आपुलकीने कसं राहायचं, तो विचार नाही. आता आम्ही दिल्लीला मोठ्या मुश्किलीने एक आश्रम काढला. तिथे एक मनुष्य राहायला तयार नाही. नवरा बायकोला दादा पुता करून मुंबईहून पाठवलं 2 दिवसात परत. माझं घर, ही जी भावना ती आधी तोडायला पाहिजे. सगळं जग माझं घर आहे असं ज्या दिवशी म्हणाल तेव्हाच म्हटलं पाहिजे की तुमचं थोर मन झालेलं आहे. मन इतकं संकुचित आहे, त्याच्यामुळे वाढ कशी होणार सहयोगांची. जरी सहयोगी झाले, जरी ध्यान करतात, पूजन करतात, सगळं काही चांगलं आहे, पूर्वपुण्याही आहे, पण जैसे थे त्याच्या पुढे काही होत नाही वाटचा. त्याला कारण मी शोधून काढलं की अत्यंत घुटमळणं आहे घरातल्या घरात. जर तिथेच तिथे गोलगोल फिरायला लागले तर पुढे कसे जाणार. सामूहिकतेत उतरता येत नाही. सगळं स्वतःला धरून मार करायचं, स्वतःची प्रतिष्ठा वाढवायची, स्वतःचं घर, स्वतःची बायको, स्वतःची मुलं, अमकं तमकं तमकं हे. जोपर्यंत तुम्ही त्याच्यातनं बाहेर निघत नाही, आणि नुसती गाढव मेहनत आहे, ही गाढव मेहनत आहे. सगळं जर परमेश्वर करतो तर तुम्ही कशाला गाढव होता. जेव्हा तुम्ही म्हणाल की मी सर्व काही करतो तर तुम्ही गाढव झाले. तसं ख्रिस्त गाढवावर बसले होते आणि ते गाढव त्यांना घेऊन चालला होता. त्या गाढवाला असं वाटलं की सगळेजण माझ्या गळ्यात हार घालतात म्हणजे मीच ख्रिस्त झालो. तर ख्रिस्ताला जरा त्रास देऊ लागले तर त्यांनी गाढव सोडला आणि दुसरीकडे निघून गेले. तर तिकडनं ज्याचं ते गाढव होतं तो परीट आला, त्याने 2-4 हाणले त्या गाढवाला. मग त्याच्या लक्षात आलं की बाबा मी गाढवच आहे. तर जो ख्रिस्त होता तो ख्रिस्त आहे, तसा जो योगीजन आहे तो योगीजन आहे, तो काही गाढव नाही आहे. नसती गाढव म्हणत आपल्या बायकोला खुश करायचं, ह्याला खुश करायचं, त्याला खुश करायला काहीही गरज नाही. सामूहिकतेत उतरलं पाहिजे आणि सामूहिकतेत उतरण्यासाठी पहिल्यांदा ह्या सर्व लहान लहान शूद्र गोष्टी सोडल्या पाहिजे. आणि शूद्र माणसाला सगळं शूद्र दिसतं, मोठं काही दिसत नाही. सगळं काही जे शूद्र आहे, जे चुकीचं आहे ते पहिल्यांदा धरतो. म्हणून आपलं मन आधी थोर केलं पाहिजे. पहिलं माझं घर हा शब्द घातला पाहिजे. माझा शब्द हा खोटा आहे, माझ्याला काही अर्थ आहे. ते जसं काल म्हटलं कबीराचं की एक ठगवा आला आणि मला लुटून घेऊन गेला. म्हणजे कोण? मृत्यू. ज्यावेळेला मृत्यू होतो तेव्हा सुटतं, सगळे माझे बिजे सगळे सुटून जातात. पण हा मृत्यू आपल्यात झालेला आहे आता, कारण आपण आता सहयोगी झालो. जे आपण अंडरूपाने होते ते आता पक्षी रूपाने झालो. तेव्हा ते मागचं सगळं काही सुटलेलं आहे. आता आपण पंख पसरून भराऱ्या मारायच्या आहेत, ते सोडून अजूनही त्याच पंखात आपण फसलेलो आहोत. तेव्हा काय म्हणावं, त्या चिखलात आपण रुतून बसलेलो आहोत. तेव्हा ते बरोबर आहे. ह्यापुढे प्रत्येकाने आपलं मन थोर केलं पाहिजे, मोठंपण आणलं पाहिजे. आणि ते मोठंपण आणण्याचं काळ एक हे की सगळ्यांमध्ये रममाण झालं पाहिजे. इतकी मंडळी इथे येतात, तुम्ही त्यांच्याशी बोलत नाहीत, भेटत नाहीत, कोणाशी ओळख पाळख करत नाही, ते बरोबर नाही. ही मंडळी आली, तुम्ही कोण काय त्यांच्या सेवेला असता हे कबूल, पण त्यांच्याशी ओळख झाली पाहिजे, मैत्री झाली पाहिजे. कारण हे तुमचे भाऊ आहेत आणि तुम्हाला कोणी भाऊ नाहीत, कोणी बहिणी नाहीत. हे तुमचे नातलं, हे तुमचे सगळे सोयरे होती असं म्हटलेलं आहे. ज्ञानेश्वरांनी स्पष्ट म्हटलं आहे, हे तुमचे सगळे सोयरे, हे तुमचे सगळे सोयरे आहेत. बाकी जे काही आहेत ते तुमचे सगळे सोयरे नाहीत, कारण त्यांची आणि तुमची बरोबरीच नाही. ते बोलतात एक, करतात एक. आम्ही आमच्या घराण्यातच सांगू शकतो की असं आहे की काही लोक आहेत ते आहेत, नाहीत ते मला नाहीत, ते पारखे आहेत. तेव्हा जे लोक सहयोगात नाहीत ते आपले नातलग नाहीत असं धरून चाललं पाहिजे. त्यात तुम्हाला आश्चर्य वाटेल, पुष्कळशा गोष्टी सुटून जाते. म्हणजे आता मराठा आहे तर मराठानी मराठीशी लग्न करायचं. मग त्या बायकोला झोडपलं तरी चालेल, तो सहयोगी नसला तरी चालेल, त्यांनी कसे वागवलं चालेल, पण मराठ्याने मराठीशी केलं पाहिजे. कशाला? मग जर त्या मुलीला उद्या त्रास झाला, तुमचे मराठे उभे राहणार आहेत का? पण सहयोगी मात्र उभे राहते. सहयोगाने सहयोगाशीच लग्न केलं पाहिजे. आणि मग त्याचे त्रास सुरू झाले की माताजी आम्ही असं लग्न केलं त्यामुळे असे त्रास झाले. हा जो जाती द्वेष आहे आणि हे जे आपल्या आपल्या धर्माबद्दल जो द्वेष आहे, किंवा जो परजातीबद्दल किंवा परदेशांबद्दल सुद्धा द्वेष आहे, तो लग्न करूनच जाईल. दुसरं मला काही इलाज. म्हणजे डोळ्यांनी बघून कळतं. आता परवाच एका मराठ्याच्या मुलीचं लग्न आम्ही ऑस्ट्रेलियाला केलं. त्याच्या घरातल्या लोकांनी नुसतं आकाट तांडव मांडलं होतं आणि म्हणे की आम्ही जाऊन पोलिसात देऊ. म्हटलं जा, काय करायचं ते करा. ती आता तरुण झालेली आहे, तिला सर्व अधिकार आहे. एवढं त्यांनी केलं, पण त्यांचे काय चाललं नाही. आता ती मुलगी इतकी शहाणी आहे आणि तिचं इतकं सुंदर लग्न झालं, नवऱ्याला फार मोठा पगार वगैरे ते दिसतं त्यांना. तर आता सगळे निघाले ऑस्ट्रेलियाला जायला काठोडी बांधून. लग्नाच्या वेळेला मूर्खपणा केला. तसंच आम्ही ब्राह्मणालाच देऊ, आणि ब्राह्मणाने उद्या काढली घरातनं तर मग काय करणार तुम्ही? मग माझ्याकडेचं माताजी तुम्ही आता काहीतरी करावं आमच्या जावयावरती. काय करणार तुम्ही? असा शोधून जावई ब्राह्मण शोधला, मग आता त्याच्या गळ्यातच बसा, मी त्याला कशाला काय करणार? ह्याप्रमाणे अनेक मोठमोठाल्या गोष्टी आपण ह्या आंधळेपणाने घालवत आहोत. आणि हे अनेक प्रश्न आपल्यासमोर एवढ्यासाठीच उभे राहिले आहेत कारण आपण आपलं हृदय मोठं केलं नाही. आपण योगीजन आहे. आतून आपण संन्यस्त झालो, बाहेरून जरी नाही संन्यास घेतला, आपण संन्यस्त झालो. आणि आपण संन्यस्त झालो आहे ह्या गर्वामध्ये तुम्ही राहिलं पाहिजे आणि त्याचाच आनंद मानून घेतला पाहिजे. नाहीतर तुमची प्रगती होणारच नाही, कधीच प्रगती होणार नाही. काही जरी तुम्ही केलं तरी तुमची प्रगती होणार नाही जोपर्यंत तुम्ही आपलं मन थोर करणार नाही. आणि ह्या अशा चुकीच्या समजुती आपल्यामध्ये पुष्कळ आहेत, त्या गेल्या पाहिजेत. त्या गेल्याशिवाय आपण खरोखर योगीजनात असं कोणी म्हणून घेणार नाही. तेव्हा कोणीही अशा भलत्या सलत्या आपल्यामध्ये ज्या गोष्टी आहेत त्या ठेवल्या नाही पाहिजे. तुम्हाला आश्चर्य वाटेल की मी जे सांगते त्याच्या आधी इथे ह्या महाराष्ट्रात जेवढे मोठमोठाले संत साधू झाले, फार मोठमोठाले संत साधू झाले, त्या संत साधूंनी हे सांगितलं की जात पात हे धर्मांधता किती वाईट आहे. आणि वाटेल तो दगड घ्यायचा, त्याच्यावरती शेंदूर फासायचा, त्याच्यावर दुसरं सरस्वती असं म्हणतात की थुंकत असत, असं एखाद्या दिसला जाऊन थुंकायचं त्याच्यावर. ह्याच्यावरती त्यांनी इतक्यांदा शस्त्र उघारलं, पण एकटेच होते बिचारे. आणि इतकी त्यांची केली. ज्ञानेश्वरांनी सुद्धा किती छळ सहन केला, कारण ते संन्याशाचे पुत्र असे म्हणून त्यांना त्रास दिला. अहो तसे कुणाचेही पुत्र असले तरी ह्या सर्व ब्राह्मणांपेक्षा उच्च होते ते. अशा प्रकारे आपल्या देशामध्ये अनेक गोष्टी झाल्या आहेत. तेव्हा त्या इतिहासापासून आपण शिकलं पाहिजे. आणि आता आपण योगीजन झालो आहोत तेव्हा आपणच अशा स्थितीने वागलं पाहिजे की आपल्या मूलभूत तत्वावर आपण उभे आहोत. आपण आपलं मिळवलेलं आहे. तेव्हा आता आम्ही हे काहीही नाही, आम्ही फक्त योगीजन आहोत आणि योगाला हे सगळं काही शोभत नाही. अशा रीतीने ह्या सर्व तुमच्या ज्या काही आजपर्यंतच्या समजुती आहेत किंवा आजपर्यंतची जी धारणा आहे ती सोडून तुम्ही परमेश्वराला आपल्या हृदयात स्थान दिलं पाहिजे. ह्या सर्व गोष्टी सोडून त्याचा हट्ट नाही धरला पाहिजे. सोडून पूर्णपणे चोखामेळासुद्धा संत होते आणि तसेच आपले रामदास स्वामीसुद्धा संत होते. पण रामदास स्वामींचे शिष्य आणि चोखामेळांचे शिष्य यांच्यात अत्यंत भांडणं झाली आहेत. म्हणजे आश्चर्याची गोष्ट आहे. दोन्ही संत असताना त्याच्यात भांडणं कशाला पाहिजेत? पण असणारच, कारण दृष्टी नाही ना, तेव्हा तेवढ्या पुरतं दिसतं. आणि म्हणून सगळ्यांना माझं असं सांगणं आहे की आता ह्या जातीपाती आणि मूर्खपणात निघालंच पाहिजे. ते मुसलमानांमध्ये, ख्रिश्चनमध्ये, सगळ्यांमध्ये एकसारखं आहे. पण एवढे धर्म करूनसुद्धा मला तुम्ही फक्त एवढं सांगा की कोणत्याही धर्मामुळे मनुष्य हे पाप करू शकत नाही असं दिसलं आहे का कुठे? सगळ्या पापाला तयार. कोणी म्हटलं, तो मुसलमान असे ना का, हिंदू असे ना का, ख्रिश्चन असे ना का, कोणत्याही पापाला मी करणार नाही असा मी पाहिला नाही कुठं. पण योगीजन करू शकत नाहीत पाप. जर केलं तर हातातनं व्हायब्रेशन जाणार. संत लोकांनी कधी पापं केली नाहीत, त्यांना सांगावं लागलं नाही, आपोआपच ते असे झाले. तसेच आपण सर्वांनी व्हावं आणि नेहमीच हे अढळपत आहे ते मिळवावं. असा हा मुक्तिद्वाराचा सहयोग आहे. त्यात तुम्ही आलात तेव्हा स्वतःला फार विशेष समजलं पाहिजे, स्वतःचा फार आदर केला पाहिजे आणि त्या आदरामध्ये तुम्ही आपली वाढ करून घेतली पाहिजे. खरोखर म्हणजे सहयोगामध्ये कोणताही त्याग करावा लागत नाही. म्हणजे तुम्ही जर बुद्धीचा त्याग केला त्याला आम्ही काही करू शकत नाही, पण ह्याच्यात काही त्यागमूर्ती वगैरे लोक नको आहेत. उलट ह्याच्यात लाभच लाभ आहेत. प्रत्येकाला लाभ होतो, पण ह्याला एक भुरळ आहे, त्या भुरळीत पडलं नाही पाहिजे. अनेक लाभ होतात. लक्ष्मीचा लाभ होईल तुम्हाला, प्रकृतीचा लाभ होईल, तरतरेचे लाभ होतील, पण ती एक भुरळ आहे. त्याच्या पलीकडे आत्मा आहे, तो मिळवला पाहिजे आणि त्यात रममाण झालं पाहिजे. हे मी आज स्पष्टपणाने आपल्याला सांगते आहे. आणि सगळ्यांनी सर्व ह्या धर्माच्या आणि धर्मांधतेच्या ज्या गोष्टी आहेत त्या सोडल्या पाहिजे. तसंच नास्तिकांनी सुद्धा जरासं डोकं उघडून बघितलं पाहिजे की परमेश्वर आहे किंवा नाही. उगीच परमेश्वर नाही असं ठासून सांगायला त्यांना काय अधिकार नाही. ते कोण होतात असे म्हणणारे. आणि जर ते असं म्हणतात तर त्यांचं अगदी चुकीचं आहे, कारण त्यांनी अजून पाहिलंच नाही की परमेश्वर आहे किंवा नाही. तेव्हा विशुद्ध स्वरूप असायला पाहिजे. स्वतःचं स्वरूप अगदी निर्मळ करून घ्यायचं आणि त्या विशुद्ध स्वरूपामध्ये परमेश्वराला आपण आकलन केलं पाहिजे. त्याशिवाय ते आकलन होणार नाही, ते तादात्म्य येणार नाही आणि काहीही लाभ होणार नाही. उगीचच जशा आपण पंढरीच्या वाऱ्या करतो तशा इथे वाऱ्या करू नयेत. काहीतरी मिळवावं अशी सर्वांना विनंती आहे माझी, अत्यंत कळकळीची विनंती आहे. आणि मी हेच बघते की महाराष्ट्रात इतकी मेहनत करूनसुद्धा सहयोग का रुजत नाही? कारण फक्त माझी पूजा करून काही होणार नाही. काय उपयोगाचं आहे? तुम्ही सगळ्या देवळात करतच असता माझी पूजा, आणि इथे नुसती पूजा करून काय उपयोगाचं नाही. आज निश्चय आणि निर्धार करायला पाहिजे की आम्ही ही सगळी थोतांडवे बाजूला सारून माताजींची पूजा करू. स्वतःला स्वच्छ करून आम्ही माताजींची आज पूजा करतोय, तेव्हा तरी काय फायदा होईल. नाहीतर मलाच त्रास होतो या सर्व पूजेचा. हा अधिकार फार मोठा आहे आणि तो आम्ही जरी तुम्हाला दिला तरी त्याची लायकी तुम्ही मिळवायला पाहिजे. आणि सगळ्यांना माझा अनंत आशीर्वाद आहे, अनंत आशीर्वाद आहे. कृपा करून आपल्याकडे लक्ष द्या, आपलं महत्त्व जाणा, आपलं मोठंपण जाणा. आज कोणत्या कार्याला तुम्ही लागलेत, हे विश्वाचं एवढं मोठं क्रांतीचं कार्य आम्ही काढलेलं आहे, त्यात तुम्ही उभे आहात आणि त्यासाठी तुम्हाला सज्ज असायला पाहिजे. स्वतःची मजबूती पाहिजे, तयारी पाहिजे. आज पहिला दिवस आहे म्हणून मी विशेष निक्षून सांगते की कृपा करून व्यवस्था जी करायची आहे ती तुम्ही करत आहात, पण ते आम्ही करत नाही, माताजी करत आहेत अशा विचारांनी केली. आणि त्यानंतर आम्ही जे करत आहोत त्याच्यामध्ये फक्त परमेश्वरी कार्य होऊ देत अशी मनामध्ये जर तुम्ही इच्छा ठेवली तर सर्व काही व्यवस्थित होऊन जाईल. असो, सगळ्यांना माझा अनंत आशा. मे गॉड ब्लेस यू ऑल.
Hmm. We listen to the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic, and then we'll offer a short puja and an arati.
Just imagine.
בשמיה אף בארצה. Havlan lachma desun kanan yamana. Havlan lachma desun kanan yamana. Washboklan chaubin wachtahim Ay kanad afchanan Shvokon lechayabin Washboklan chaubin wachtahim Ay kanad afchanan Shvokon lechayabin Wela tachlan lenesyona إلا قدسا من بشام ويلا تخلا لنسينا إلا قدسا من بشام متولي لخي ملكوتا وخيل بوتش بختا لعلام آمين آمين لعلام آمين آمين لعلام آمين آمين لعلام آمين
That was the original language in which Lord Christ said the Lord's Prayer. The version that we speak is a translation. Hmm. to Sri Ganesha, to Lord Christ. We promise that all the sacrifices, all the work that you put in to raise our consciousness, whatever we have to do, we will do it. So kindly let your Kripa Drishti, let your grace, your attention be on us. Let our inspiration come from you so that we stay in the holy kingdom of our mother. We'll offer a few names of Lord Christ and then we'll go to Aarti. And as we offer these names, we have that prayer that kindly make us like you. Let us become reflections of you. Verily, you're the Lord of the Agya Chakra, Shri Agya Chakra Swami. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Agya Chakra Swami Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Verily, you're the sun, Shri Surya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Surya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the one who's the bestower of forgiveness. Shri Shama Pradaikai. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shama Pradaikai Namo Namaha. You're the one whose form itself is forgiveness. Shri Shama Swarupai. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shama Swarupai Namo Namaha. You're the bestower of contentment, self-restraint, detachment, and patience. Shri Shama Dama Vairagya Titiksh Pradaikai. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shamadama Vairagya Titiksha Pradaikai Namo Namaha. You're the Om in reality, Sri Omkara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Omkara Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're verily the flow of vibrations itself. Shri Chaitanya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Chaitanya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai, Namo Namaha. You're the all-pervading primordial being, Shri Adi Purushai. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Purushai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the higher aspect of Sri Vishnu, who is Sri Ganesha, for you're Sri Mahavishnu. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahavishnu Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the wielder of millions of universes, Shri Ananta Koti Brahmanda Dharakai. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ananta Koti Brahmanda Dharakai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the one who's born in the primordial cosmic egg, Shri Hiranyagarbha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Hiranyagarbhai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. And the last one, you're the bestower of chastity and purity, Shri Pavitra Pradayakai. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Pavitriyai Pradayakai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. 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 We can all get ready for Aarti.
सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने दिए अवतार, माँ कितने दिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा, तू गंगा यमुना माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको, माँ सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, लौट के ना जाना माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियाला, माँ कर दिया उजियाला। कलयुग में माया है, कलयुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर दुख से दूर करना माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो माँ, मधु संगीत सुन लो। हो सके जो सेवा, हो सके जो सेवा हमसे करा लेना माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। बोलो श्री भगवती माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।